This is more than magic. It's not magic. It's something because there's no play of anything in your hand. It's completely mind.
We can try something with you just to warm up and how this reading minds work. I want you to think of a two-digit number, any two-digit number that comes to your mind from 0 to 100.
I've already thought.
You already thought of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that true? Can you read minds?
Of course. I think that's what I do, and I'll try something with you. That particular moment in that child's eye, and he was suddenly up from his bed. There was no medicine. There was nothing. It was just random plucking of chocolates that he gave it to that particular person. And that was something that was completely shocked me. Just think of the age when you last had a word with this particular person, at what age you were. And look at me. I want to think of the gender of this person. Is it a male friend or it's a female friend?
You see people happy when they come for your show. Are you able to?
100%.
Yes.
100%. That I think that is my motive is. People call me at their events in order to make their guests happy.
Wow.
So he said, my own child is suffering from a disease and he's admitted in ICU and I'm attending one of his this kind of a party. So can you just tell me that whether he will be all okay or whether whatever will happen to him?
You had to.
I do mentalism. People have not watched it earlier.
It
They
is
have
not
seen.
common at all. I think now we see some reels of some popular people.
Yes.
But up
yes.
until then, people didn't even know this
Yeah,
existed.
it's still not popular, but
Yes,
it's becoming
not-
popular
It's
through
accepted at least now.
because of social media.
Social
now.
media, yes.
Yes.
So Ankit, finally
Yes.
we have made to this podcast.
Yes.
And I don't know how you feel. This is your first podcast?
Yes, this is my first
How is
podcast.
it
Yes.
feeling?
I have done multiple stage shows, but when
Yeah.
it comes to podcast, this is the first podcast. that I've
First,
done.
you're doing, but you've
Yes.
heard multiple of them.
Ha, of course. That though, YouTubes
See?
are full of podcasts.
You thought you will be doing one.
Yes,
You
I thought so.
done?
Yeah, someday.
So it manifested.
Absolutely.
So I did not know you the way I know you now.
Yes.
And I kind of came to know you in our working space. I thought you were someone who's doing, you are into your work life. You have a proper good work life that you follow in.
Yes.
But something more I noted that you were the most confident person around. So then I thought, were you confident naturally? But you got that confidence from, somewhere this whole act that we're going to reveal now is about you able to read minds. Is that true? Can you read minds?
Of course. I think that's what I do, and I'll try something with you.
Yeah.
That when I say that I read minds, but before reading minds, like we have not set up anything, correct?
No, we have not.
We have not set up
no,
anything.
but you really mean that you read minds. People call you mentalist or something.
So when I say read minds, I'll clarify what exactly I
Yeah.
do. It's more of a combination of all the things that I do. It's like reading your thoughts, reading your vibes, reading micro
You've
expressions
already
that you
done
do.
that. And
Yes.
Yeah.
So
What do you read of me? Am I thinking something or am I okay?
no, you're perfectly okay.
Yeah.
You're thinking that when your podcast will reach that million views.
And that I'm thinking all the time. You guessed
Is
it
it?
right.
Ah,
All
see,
the
I'm
time.
correct.
Yeah. So
So very quickly, we can try something with you just to
Okay.
warm up and how this reading minds work. I want you to think of a two-digit number, any two-digit number that comes to your mind from 0 to 100.
I've already thought.
You already thought of it?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to take your phone and open your calculator.
Okay.
Okay.
This is scary, huh? And I've not done anything. I hope.
Yes. So
See,
just think of any two-digit number and write it in your phone in your calculator. Okay.
Okay.
I'll do the same as well.
I can show it to the camera.
No. Don't show it. Don't show
Okay.
it. Okay. Don't show it now. We'll have time.
Okay.
So this is a random two-digit number that you're thinking of. Yes. I want you to mentally transmit the first digit from your mind to my mind. Look at me. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Think of the second digit now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I could see and I could understand there is no repetitions of digits as such.
No, there's no repetition.
Your eyes went right. Yes, okay, fine. I want you to think of both the digits and see it clearly in your mind. Okay. I'm getting something. Don't change it, please. Whatever I'm getting, I'll not show it. I'll write it in my calculator. I'll keep it upside down. Anku, I don't want you to say that number because you can understand our phones have got now voice assistants. So that's why I have made you write that digit in your calculator. Just show it to me, show it to the camera, what exactly two digit you are thinking of. Don't say it, huh?
Okay, I'll first show it to you
Yes.
and then I'll show it to the camera. So I think, yeah.
So, Anku, is there any kind of thought that came to your mind before thinking of this particular number?
It just happened that moment, yes.
Did you feel that I influenced you in any way?
No.
No, right?
Just it was completely my choice.
Completely your choice.
Yes.
And before even starting, I said that I'm
Yes.
trying to.
I didn't
see-
even know we gonna
Yes.
talk this. Yeah.
Can you just take my phone and see
Yeah, now
how
I'm scared. I
close
don't
we
want
are?
Yeah. Okay.
Can you just take it and see?
Oh shit.
Can you show it to the camera? What
Yeah.
exactly?
Oh my god.
Is it 12?
Oh god. This is not true.
Yeah. So that is when I say that, yes,
And there was no guesswork. You did not ask me any help, any.
I didn't ask you anything, right?
No,
I just
no
asked you to
such
think.
like give me an indication to anything related.
But you genuinely thought of those two digits, yes?
I thought of the number, no, but I'm thinking, how did you get it? Did I was it transmitting? When you say transmit, are we able to literally?
So you were just thinking, but I was
Yes.
trying to reduce what you were thinking through a process, and that is the
So
reason.
if someone is calling out loud to you something in their heart, you get to know that.
I'll try to reduce it. It doesn't happen 100% of the times, but through a process, you can actually you can think of, or you can just minutely go around and understand what exactly.
But this
the
is
person thinking.
perfect. I don't know how often it goes so perfect, but just the point number.
Yeah, because when I'm doing events or I'm doing paid shows, I have to be correct.
Oh my
Otherwise, I'll not get
God.
my paid
You're sitting
money.
at a gap. You're not even sitting that you can take it from my brain.
Yeah, exactly.
This is more than magic. It's not magic. It's something because there's no play of anything in your hand. It's completely mind. Game,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely. So when we talk about magic is more of a visual medium of entertainment.
Yeah.
Wherein we use certain props, either we're using cards, either we're using coins or any props
Yes.
in order to showcase our sleight of hand.
But
That's
they
how-
say it's आपके हाथ का कला ना, आपके हाथ का
Absolutely,
सफाई.
absolutely.
So यहाँ पे क्या सफाई?
But here, everything is psychological. Everything happens in your mind.
Yes.
And that is what intrigues me. And that is the reason I'm here
This
in
is
this art
great.
form.
I can take you for my work. You will get to know what the other person is thinking. So
Yes.
coming to this, what is this called? Because when I came to know of this term, we do hear some people who are known today. Some influencers are also there who keep talking. They guess your numbers, your phone numbers, and all. I used to only look at it and think it's a faff. It's a edited version of something they're doing. But now I don't
Now
think
you have
so.
started trusting.
Yeah, I cannot tell you the experience, but it
Yes.
is true. You
Yes.
can take the
Yes.
numbers on
Yes.
and understand everything. But what is this called? It is called mentalism.
Of course. So this mentalism is a word that we use it in
Yeah.
order to describe this particular art form.
So it is like you're mentally stable or not stable. Something. Why the word like mentalism?
Because it has related to your mind. So when it comes to mind, mental is the word
Mental,
that
yeah.
it gets associated with.
Yes.
But when I talk about this art form, it's about creating the illusion of reading minds through certain techniques of body language, psychology, wherein not only you can read minds, read thoughts, but you can predict the future, and as well as you can understand and influence people's choice and actions.
This is more than astrology for me now.
Yeah.
You just got it there, what I was thinking in my head. So mentalism, you say, is just a kind of an art form of creating illusion again?
Absolutely.
So it is not true. It is an illusionary.
Absolutely. It's through certain scientific approaches. By combining the scientific approaches, we create this illusion of reading minds. It's not possible for a human to read genuine mind read. Otherwise, he would be a superhuman. But yes, we can create this illusion that we are reading minds through these techniques that we use in this particular art form. And it's mostly to create the form of entertainment. It's just a form of entertainment, but also it can help you to understand humans better.
No, this is scary. I don't know how many people were like zapped and they reacted like, dude, what have you done? You can guess numbers, you can guess passwords, you can open lockers.
You can open. You want me to open locks?
No, not.
See, I am carrying a key as well.
Oh my God. It's crazy. But how did you get to it? What happened? Like somebody did it to you first? Your experience?
So it's a long story. So I started, of course, with not mentalism while I was traveling with my parents back when I was in standard 5. I was going to Sundarbans with my parents, and I met a very interesting person there. His professionally, he was a doctor.
Okay.
But suddenly one person fell ill and everybody had to call him because he was the on-floor doctor there. And that was a child who was suffering from some kind of a disease. He came and I was just standing right next to him because people was a bit surprised and taken aback because of the sudden illness of that person. And what that person did was very interesting. He suddenly out of nowhere plucked 3 or 4 chocolates right in front of everybody's eyes. And he gave it to the person. And I could see spark that particular moment in that child's eye. And he was suddenly up from his bed. There was no medicine, there was nothing. It was just random plucking of chocolates that he gave it to that particular person. And that was something that was completely shocked me. And I was like taken aback, like how could a person even do that? And that was a moment of fanboy moment for me.
He was a doctor.
He was a doctor. By professionally, he was a doctor, but he was also interested in this art form.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did he heal that person with his
he did not
intuition?
heal, but he did something, and the healing process became very, very faster. Because the child was somehow
unconscious.
He was very curious suddenly. He gave some kind of a purpose that I think the child was missing. So later on, my father asked me, "It's okay, you are a doctor. You know how to heal this person. But why did you just took this chocolates out of here?" And so he said, most of our diseases are psychological in nature.
Okay.
And every disease starts from here. And then it comes to here. So if we are somehow being able to attack that particular problem, I think half of the disease is gone.
So with that chocolate, he tried to distract the child?
He distracted the child. He just completely
made him forget the problem.
Forget the problem when he was into something else. And I was also there.
Everybody was distracted
for the next 2 to 3 days, I was just like a leech following him everywhere, like a shadow.
Yeah.
I just told him, please teach me at least one trick, and he taught me.
So there were tricks that he had. It was just not a random approach to distract a child.
There were tricks. He was having tricks, and fortunately he taught me because he saw that I was like badly following him.
But you were so young, in class 5.
Yeah, but I was like, I was crazy about learning it.
Curious about it. And then when he told you the tricks or taught you, did it work?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was like mad, like, oh my God, this is something that I should always practice. I should do it.
And you practiced?
And I practiced it day in and out.
On your friends?
Yeah, absolutely.
You would heal them out. You would do what?
Not heal them. I was not at that particular stage to heal them. But yes, I was doing it for fun and people were enjoying it.
Like something. What would you do? What are the tricks that he taught you at that nascent age?
At that point of time, he showed me a coin trick. So if you have a coin or something, but it's okay. We can try
that
something.
Works now also, the coin trick?
Yeah, of course. That was my first trick.
It's a magic show today. Coin hai kisi ke paas?
Acha, So, and the first and the foremost thing that he did was he was spinning the coin. He was spinning the coin, and although it comes out of practice, but you can see that this is his coin. And if you take the coin, if you keep it here, and if you blow,
magic.
You can see that it disappears. It's not here. It's not here as well. But if I take it here, if I again put it, you will see that you.
But it was not there.
So this was the first coin trick that he taught me.
This is magic show.
This is magic, and the first magic that I
So
learned.
even magic shows have psychology involved in it.
Yeah, of course. Magic shows are like any kind of magic that you see.
I just saw it was not there in your hands.
Yeah, so it's pure sleight of hand. That's it.
Oh my God! And that's how you slide thoughts out of the mind.
A part of it, yes.
That's so cool. It's for real.
Yeah.
So after that incident, you felt like you learned the basic tricks of what do you call that, illusion?
So those are called like basic magic tricks which involve sleight of hand. Then my interest grew and I started dabbling in this art form for some time. I collected few books, I collected few magazines.
And then also this art form existed as mentalism, or it has evolved in the
it has
recent
evolved.
days?
So
Yes.
mentalism, I have come across this particular art form a bit later
Okay.
in my life, but magic was the first thing
Magic
that
was
I
the
learned.
first thing.
Yes.
And then how did we come around the word mentalism? This whole profession for you, how did it happen? While growing into, were you professionally into the magic tricks that you learned?
No, not professionally. I was doing it as a complete hobby. I was
Just learned it and
so as a person,
played.
I was a bit unsocial in
Okay.
nature. So I thought that doing something will give me a place in part of my friend or in part of my relatives or wherever I go actually. So I thought, why not? And if I could do something, I'm taking those people into a different zone for a certain time being. And I think that gave me a place and it gave me interest. That
It
I
also
am
gave
doing
you
magic.
attention from them, acceptance, validation.
Absolutely, you are right. Acceptance, validation. As a person that every people actually look
They
for.
felt he's talented. We should, oh my God.
And mentalism happened a bit later. When I was in 9th or 10th standard, there was a TV show that started. Darren Brown was the first UK mentalist.
Okay, we don't
This is
know.
the first show that I watched.
Okay.
It was.
And he would come on the show and do this.
Yeah, absolutely. So he does big theatrical shows.
Okay.
He's very, very famous mentalist
And this
in
would
UK.
be where?
In TV channels. I saw
Okay,
him.
he was based out of UK or?
He's based out of UK. Yeah, he was doing shows for around 5,000, 10,000 people.
Wow.
Full packed shows.
So this art form was known to the world.
Absolutely. This art form was known to the world, yes, not to India that much.
Yes, in India we see it spoken and acted on.
Yes. And the thing that intrigued me was the way he was not using any kind of prop. So while magic, I'm using a prop. I need
Yes,
a prop.
yes.
But here, in this particular art form, he was using people's minds. He
And
was
telling
just
them what
randomly
they're
calling
thinking.
people. He was randomly calling strangers. He was revealing their secrets. He was revealing their thoughts. And I was like, oh my God, this is not humanly possible.
This is bigger than Shakuntala Devi, that getting the calculations right, you're getting the answers from
She's
their
a
mind.
puzzle master. Like,
Yeah.
so she's a
So this can be scary because suppose our chess players are playing the game, they can get to read the mind of the other person.
Not really, not exactly.
There is a
but
process.
There is a process. You have to take that individual through that process in order to understand or deduce.
You cannot just use your skills and crack through everything. It's like then India would have got all the secrets.
Then
after.
to India, then that person would have become superhuman then.
Yes.
That is not possible.
But mentalism and then after the show, did you?
So after that show, I thought like I was unable to sleep for a week or so because I was figuring out how is it possible, because whatever I knew in magic, it was not falling in place.
Because he had no props. Yeah.
Because he had no props and he didn't knew. Then I thought, is it scripted? Is it anything to do? But then I thought, no. What he's using is absolute 100% scientific approaches, and he was using what we call it as nowadays micro expressions. So he was using those micro expressions in order to figure things out.
Okay.
Let me try something with you now. So, Anu, we have not set up anything, yes?
No.
Otherwise, there is no point in doing this.
No,
yes.
I don't want to set up with you.
I just want you to think of a name of your friend with whom you are not in touch with. I cannot know this person, right? And just think of the age when you last had a word with this particular person. At what age you were. Okay. And look at me. I want you to think of the gender of this person. Is it a male friend or it's a female friend? So the way you nodded at the end, it shows that it's not a female friend. You're thinking of a male friend's name. Yes? Okay. Anku, I want you to think of the first alphabet of this person. I'll call out the alphabet from A to Z. I want you to think of that first alphabet of this particular friend of yours. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay. So Anku is famous at keeping poker face. She's not giving away anything. Okay. Now that's a tension diffuser. I made you smile, which helps me to get into your subconscious. Anku, I want you to think of the last alphabet of this person. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay. Did something happen in between you and this particular person because of which some kind of distance grew in? Yes. Okay. And is it ever possible for you can come across to this person? Yes. Okay. I want you to think the entire name and say it louder and louder in your mind. But before doing that, I want you to think of a middle alphabet of this person. You thought of a first alphabet and then you changed to another. Are you thinking of E, 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 E?
I changed in between.
You changed in between and there is an E as well, yes? Think of the entire name now. Okay, I'm getting something. I'll take a pen out and I don't know. Hopefully, this is what I'm getting from you. So, Anku, I want you to look there because I don't want you to see what exactly I'm doing. I have committed myself. Anku, in your loudest, clearest voice, tell all of us, what is your friend's name that you are thinking of?
Pratik. Oh my God.
Is it Pratik?
How did you get it?
Was it Pratik?
Yeah. You bang on. How do you make this work? This is like hell.
So when
did I give it away to you? This is crazy.
Throughout the process, you were giving some of the other things.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And I can't breathe. This is like too much.
So when we talk about micro expressions, this is what I mean.
You were able to, because there was I was not expressing too much, I remember.
Yes.
I was trying to be as light in giving away.
And the most difficult part of this is when we ask a person to think of something, they become conscious. And when they are conscious, it's even difficult. So you have to do something, some kind of joke or something, so that they again become unconscious. They relax. They make you at ease.
The more we are alert, the more you're able to get the message right.
Kind of, you have to be in some kind of...
No, because I remember the first time I met you, you just told me to think of a country. And I thought, okay, that's easy to guess. You might make it through because that's a generic. This is little personally knowing friends. How would you know?
Yes.
And second is, then you told me go Wikipedia that country. Yes. And then you told me select a word in that Wikipedia and I did so. And it went, I thought this you will not get. So you got the country, but you also got the word right. So that is when I thought there is some play, something that, but I have not given away.
Yes.
So where were the micro expressions? It was in our behavior, it was in our excitement, how would it work?
So when we talk about mentalism, one of the most talked about skill set of mentalism is observation. I have to minutely observe a person when I'm taking them through this process. And when I was calling each and every alphabet, I was looking at you minutely. Although you were not giving away anything on your face.
There are so many letters.
But there were changes in your body. For example,
we'll do this at the end again. I will test it again with another name.
Absolutely, 100%.
So it confirms me that this is not something that you thought of or somehow stolen into any calls that came in or anything.
It's not even possible only.
Possible, because the person is not known. So, oh my God. Anyway, coming back to this, so this is how you thought of getting to understand this whole thing. But how would you progress to even educate yourself about it? Was it only watching the shows and reading?
No, so I feel that if you are interested in something, you figure things out on your own through multiple ways. One of my ways was I was just going to random bookstores in order to find and learn
you read
more
about it.
I read about it.
Yeah.
Then I researched about it, and at that point of time, internet was there, but it was not that much in abundance. The information were not in abundance the way it is now. So I was trying to figure things out on my own. It took some time, but yes, as I said, that if you have interest in something, you grow.
This is not professionally something that you've learned through courses or going.
Unfortunately, India doesn't have a proper place for courses for all this. Abroad, you have.
Yeah.
It has started now, but in India, it has not yet started. There is no proper institute as such.
How is it looked at in India? In India or in your surrounding, is it looked at like, okay, kar raha hoga kuch bhi, ye to time pass? Is it looked at with serious art form? Because now maybe some
Yes.
acceptance has come in. Because
Absolutely.
once you get popular in the known people circle, and
Absolutely.
acceptance of society comes and accepted. But how did you go? Was it mocked at for initially? Like,
No.
what is he doing?
It was never mocked at.
Yeah.
But I would say it is the other extreme end which was used. So, for example, I'll tell you, when I'm doing, let's say, any stage event, I'll not exactly tell the name, but I was doing an act, and wherein I can understand a person, whether a person is lying or telling the truth. So, after doing my event, the person who booked me, he called me up. He said, Ankit, there is an issue. I want you to solve it, and I think you'll be able to solve it. So I said, yeah, please tell me what exactly it is. So he said, there is a theft at our home, and what we feel is that there is some kind of an internal person or a member of our house who has done it.
This is
but we
most
are not
common in
sure.
every house.
Yeah, but we are not sure, and we don't
Yeah.
want to take it outside. Whatever your charges are, we will pay you. So I had to say that, sir, whatever I did, it was just a pure form of entertainment. And there is no, as such, I'm not into any crime department, or I'm not a police where
But you
I'll
could
be able
find that
to.
out?
No, I didn't do that only.
No, but is it possible?
Very, very, very tricky to answer that.
Yeah.
Very tricky to answer because it's not possible, to be very honest.
Does it work like a liometer? Now you give me that thought. When we see, we have reported a lot of these, you can say financial crime stories
Yeah.
with the Enforcement Directorate and
Yes.
all. They try so much, all the agencies.
Yes.
Is it possible, because they also use liometer, so many incidents we see interrogation happens. So can this trick genuinely help get to some truth? Especially in those interrogation, you're bound. The culprit is also bound to sit there. Agency, it is an authorized way of approaching things.
No, so to be very honest with you, it will not work because any kind of interrogation is very professional. It's very, very
Okay.
professional in nature, and you need professional people who can solve this out. What we do is that, again, we create this illusion wherein we can understand or we can detect when a person is lying or telling the truth. But when the actual scenario happens, it is always advisable that a professional comes in and you take.
But
help
this
of
art
theirs.
form, do you think can be adopted by these agencies, or professionals can be brought in
Of
the
course,
space?
of course. So when interrogations happen, the people who are there across the table, they are expert at body language analysis.
Yes, so basically reading micro expression can help.
Absolutely, 100%.
And is it the reason why we're not able to sometimes get the truth out? It takes years for
100%.
any conclusion to draw out of
Yes.
these incidents.
So when you understand body language more, you understand non-verbal communication, and you are. I'm sure that you are aware that 75% of any communication is non-verbal in nature.
I'm not aware.
Yeah, 25% of what we speak is actually.
So we should keep more quiet. People who are quieter can be read better.
It's not like that. It is all about what your body is telling at that point of time, because our brain signals a lot of things we can hold back verbally, but our body will give away.
But there's a common thing that we see people, especially the new generation faces. What they think and what they say and what they do are all three different acts.
Yes.
So what is most important, what they do or what they think, and which part do you focus on when you get to understand anything?
Yeah. So it is a combination of both. I think firstly, it is your brain which you need to first understand, and then automatically your body will give signal to your brain that yes, this is the thing that you are about to do. For example, I'll tell you, power posing is something that I am very, very fond of.
Okay.
So when I'm doing stage shows, I'm actually very nervous because there are 500, 200 people, and all of them are strangers. I don't know them.
But
And I
you
have
can
to-
read all of them.
No, I cannot. But I have to call them on stage and I'll have to read them, which is.
And you have to go right.
And you have to go right because
Yes,
I'm doing
there's
a
so
paid
much,
show.
Yes.
So therein, I think a lot of challenge comes in, wherein you have to understand that person, and you get very small time in order to do or perform your acts. So if you have those skill sets wherein you can understand whether the person is actually open to think, whether that person is trying to heckle you out, whether that person is actually supporting you and want you to become successful, all of those things you can understand through certain gestures.
Okay.
So
Through gestures of the other person or your own body language?
through the other person, while talking.
While talking. Whether he's listening or pretending to listen.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'll give you a demo for this. So for example, I have got this ring with me. I want you to take this ring. Okay. And I want you, look at me. I want you to tell a lie that say I am a 6'5" individual. Say.
I'm 6 feet 5 inch individual.
And say your real height now.
5'2", 5 feet 2 inch.
So you know what you did exactly?
No.
First time you lied, and second time while saying your truth, you had to think.
Yes.
You had to think. Somehow your people went up.
Yes.
Okay. So now I have got a baseline for your behavior. So whenever you lie, I'll try and understand with the baseline that I have. What I want you to do is that I want you to take the ring, put it behind both of your hands, mix it in between your hands, and once you are done, I want you to take it like this. And you have to come close. If I can just...
Yeah, you can push the mic away a little bit, yeah.
I have to push the mic as well. Mix both the hands.
I did.
Yeah. And keep it in your shoulder. Yes. So you're left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
You're right. Okay. And you have kept the ring in one of the hands. Yes. I'll ask you a question. You will say yes to both the pieces. Is the coin in your right hand?
Yes.
Is the coin in your left hand?
Yes.
See, I said coin and you said yes. It was not a coin, it was a ring first.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
So that means in your mind you're thinking of something else.
Yes, I'm not in the present moment.
But I could understand what you were thinking.
Yes.
And as you said, you are a right-handed. 90% of the chances when a person is asked to keep an object in the hand, they keep in your right hand, and your smile is actually a confirmation. Open your right hand and show it to us. Yes. But then this is first time. I can be flute also.
Yes.
Again, go ahead and change it.
I hope you don't justify every answer of yours, yeah.
Yes. Keep it shoulder height. Keep it. So you said you were a right-handed or left-handed?
Right.
Okay. I want you to think of the object wherever you have kept it. Is it in the right hand or the left hand? Just think of it. Don't say anything now. Nothing bubbly. Okay, just think. Now, when I said that 90% of the time, a person keeps the object in the right hand, if he's a right-handed or if she's a right-handed. And when I'm doing it for the second time, in order to confuse me, they'll keep it not in the right hand, but in the opposite hand. And you have also done the same thing. You have kept the ring in the left hand. Show it. One last time, and this time I'll not ask you anything, I'll not say anything, I'll just go with whatever
I decide.
Yeah, but it has to be in one of the hands. Don't keep it inside your pocket. Okay. So first time you said you were right-handed. Of course you were right-handed. The next time you kept it in your left hand, and the third time there's a smile. You know what that smile reads?
I'm always smiling.
But the smile is something different. And these are the small things that I look out for. And you have not again kept it in the left hand. It's there again in your right.
What the hell? You don't read my smile. Nobody reads it.
Yes.
I wish people could do this, reading smiles so close. Place the mics back, Nicholas. Help him with the frame. But this is so nice. If you can micro read, your life must be difficult, especially with women. You're married?
Yeah, I am.
How is it going? Initially, this must be the most attractive part of the marriage for her. And now she might be like, don't play the trick.
Why did this happen to me?
Does it get irritating for you? Because now that you know the skill, suppose I know the art of talking or doing my interviews. So I talk a lot. Yeah. Sometimes I have to put my hands on my mouth and be like, I just meet anyone and start interviewing them. Yes. Do you go doing this with your skill?
It's not like that, but like I go with my vibe. So for example, if I feel that yes, I can do something for that particular person, I do it.
So you're very consciously controlled. You're not misusing your skill.
No, of course.
But unknowingly seemingly doesn't come in your flow to read, you're reading everybody.
Yeah.
Your boss might be just fooling you, or your wife might be just not, showing that she's not angry but angry. You might be reading everything. The smile is genuine, real.
Yeah. So at times, what you are saying is correct. But at times, I turn this switch off.
You yourself turn it off.
I turn this switch off because there is a lot of clashes going on, and I don't want, because life is a mystery and let it be like it.
This is very difficult. I see astrologers now practicing. Mentalism, as you told us, is a whole art form, illusion, reading minds, micro expression. What are the things that, like, we were talking about confidence, you spoke about the posing aspect. Do you think the confidence we are talking about in today's world is very confused? It is very convenient, one. Second, before the confidence is real, it is not really felt.
Yes.
So suppose you're posing, you're doing the power posing on the stage to feel confident.
Yes.
Yet maybe you're not confident inside.
Of course.
So how do you think people can convert that outside confidence into inside? Does it flow inside over time?
As you rightly mentioned, that confidence comes with clarity.
Yes.
So it depends upon the subject matter. It depends upon your area of interest. If you have done certain thing hundred of times, even if my eyes are closed, I can do all these things because I've practiced it hundred of times. But this practice will only come if you are deeply interested in whatever you do. So I'm going to say with you that confidence not only comes with clarity, but it comes with the number of times you have practiced this particular thing. So in martial art, this is very popular that you will always have to do block and punch.
Yes.
Even a person who is in white belt, he's doing block and punch. And even the person has black belt, he's doing the same thing.
Yes.
You know why? You know what the reason is?
It is the basic for them?
No, it's not the basic. Because martial artist wants these things to get inside their muscle memory.
So it is repeated practice.
100%. So they want these actions to be in their muscle memory. So in the streets, when they are being hit, they don't have to think. It is their body automatically who will doing the block and the punch.
Often I've experienced this. Once I was driving to office and I was zoned out. I was talking to someone. So I was in an argumentative conversation, but I was driving.
Yes.
I reached my office. I don't even have memory of going through the lanes and all, but I reached.
Yes,
so is
absolutely.
it the muscle memory?
Exactly. This is what you call about muscle memory.
I was wondering that I didn't even look at the road. I don't even remember who came around, but I was bang onto the door of my office.
Yes. When my mom is inside the kitchen, she, even if I just put her a blindfold, she exactly knows where things are.
Yes. So I used to think, so does your mentalism help us break that pattern, or it helps to solidify? I mean, can we use this art in building more confidence?
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
we can, how? What is the
Absolutely.
trick?
I feel any kind of art form will help you to build confidence because any kind of art form doesn't happen on your own. You have to do it for the people. So anything that you do for the people, you have to practice in front of the people. So let's say, for example, public speaking. If you want to be good at public speaking,
You have to practice
you cannot practice in front of the mirror.
All the time, no. That's just
You
the
cannot.
initial thing.
That's of course, that's the initial process wherein you start it.
Yes.
But after you are done, you know everything. You have to actually perform it in front of people, even if it is 5 people or 10 people. So that's how mentalism also works.
But does it help the other one also improve their confidence?
Of course, why not? So just by watching it, it will not help you build confidence. But if you are reading something when it comes to body language, if you are reading something about self-confidence or something related to human behavior or something, then of course you will understand your human nature more. You will understand people more. And that's why it will help you to build your self-confidence.
You know, in this whole process, when you were even doing this or reading, my mind was going here and there. In between.
Yes.
Even when you said, think of this, it was automatically going out of hand.
Yes.
And everybody, I'm sure now we are in a studio, so I'm still holding on. I know I have to talk to you. But there might be situations where my head is really occupied.
Of course.
Then how difficult it becomes for you to break through those minds, because mind is not something you can hold on.
100%.
Even if you tell me, think of this, I might jumble the words. I might just lie to you. I might just think of 10 other words.
Yes.
Even when you were doing it.
Yes.
How would you get it? And the wrong answer would come on you.
Of course. So
So-
so I think with any kind of art form there are loopholes as well.
Yes.
And you can go wrong. I have went blatantly wrong while doing
And
a
it was
stage
not
show.
your mistake. It is
It
the
was not
other
my mistake.
person's mind juggling.
Absolutely. That person did not even think, or he was very difficult to read, that person, because he also preoccupied with some kind of thoughts. So it is not always possible for a human to read. But of course, when you put someone on spotlight and there are people watching, that person will think, that person will assist. So we take help of those particular situations. But of course, there are people, and there have been instances wherein I've gone absolute wrong. So
But do you think mentalism also somewhere you're propagating the thought that today meditation is important? We are all in the stress world.
yes.
So how important is it for everybody to have a calmer mind?
Yes.
Even even an expression comes out with a calm mind.
100%.
So how important or beautiful? Have you ever done it with someone who's practicing meditation? Any evolved soul? Have you ever got a chance?
So I think you are into meditation, if I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
but I don't think
And you rightly just said that your mind is going here and there. There are lots of
Yes.
multiple thoughts. So I'll try something with you now.
Okay.
Okay. I want you, Anku, to think of an object, a simple object that you can draw. Okay. A simple object that you can draw. It's there in your mind. As you said that there are multiple things which are going. And absolutely, Anku, that we have not again set up anything.
No.
We just want to clarify it
Yes,
again and again.
yes.
And when I talk about object, it could be any object. There are thousands and billions and billions
It's
of
an
objects.
abstract thing for
it's
you.
an abstract
maybe.
thing, absolutely.
मतलब you don't know about it.
Yes.
मैंने अभी सोचा. हाँ.
Abhi socha, you have just thought of it. Yes. And I want you to picture it. Imagine that in front of you, between you and me, there's a big canvas. And I want you to imagine that you're holding a brush. And I want you to imagine that you are actually drawing that particular object, whatever there you are thinking of. Are you doing it? Okay. I want you to see that I can see some lines there. You're thinking of some lines, some horizontal lines, some vertical lines. Yes. Okay. And there's a smile again. Okay. There's again a smile.
Yeah, I'll try
I want
to-
you to I want you to imagine the entire object in your mind. Okay. If I just ask you to take that particular brush, keep it in your hand, and just imagine it drawing it. Don't draw it through action, otherwise I'll understand. Just imagine that you are drawing that particular object in front of you in that imaginary canvas, and you can. Is it done? And you can see the entire object in your mind. Okay. Try and transmit it. Okay. I'll try. I don't know whether this is going to work out or not, but again, I'll try. Can you look that side for the time being? Again, I'm not good at drawing, so excuse me, whatever I draw. This is something I'm getting. I could be wrong, I could be right. I don't know. I've committed myself again. I cannot change. For the first time, Anku, what is it that you were thinking of?
You want me to say?
Yes.
It was a house.
Was it a house?
I don't want to see now. Oh my God. This is not possible.
Was it a house? Yeah.
I'm coming to you, Ankit, anytime I have a problem. I'm confused. I'll come and say, read my mind.
Yes.
This is crazy. This is like painting, and you just got. And this time it was not just the word, it was
It was the image.
creating. My mind was occupied in creating it.
Huh.
When did you get it? When I was drawing?
Yeah, you were
Or
thinking.
when I was thinking?
When you were thinking, I was telling you about the lines. You were confirming
Yes,
it.
but there could be any lines of aeroplanes, anything.
That's what I do.
I think the Prime Minister should hire you.
No.
So, I mean, it's so beautiful to know this now, but there's other side to it that as I've known you, you believe that this is not an act of just maintaining it as an entertainment. I seriously think so now, because this has, as you said, it cannot be only used for interrogation. You believe professionals should be using this for getting the truth out in all those serious affairs. But other than that, where do you think we should deploy this skill of yours in a very, giving the society the advantage of not just getting entertained?
Yes.
Up until now, for longest time, we have only seen magicians entertain people, and trust me, I don't see them respected so much around. around. At least in India. India does only respect what comes with some value creation. What genuine value creation you think mentalism can do? Because we'll talk about the other aspect where it has gone wrong. So what is that value creation you want to do, especially when we're in the world where, we have judgments, we are facing problems of being compared.
Yes.
We are all the time in this whole thing of validation. Like you said, you wanted to get validation through some skills in you.
True.
So how would you now help?
So, Anku, I think this is something which I think every artist who is who is into this art form is thinking through.
Okay.
So, I know a person, and I'm in touch. I'm in contact with a person who's an outsider. When I say outsider, I mean outside our country, and he happens to be a surgeon.
Okay.
He happens to be a surgeon professionally, but again, his hobby is he's a mentalist as well. So when I say...
How dangerous.
Yeah. So when I say that, when do you actually at all get time to dabble in this art form, or you get time
at least
to
not operating while operating the patient?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So he said, Ankit, this art form actually gives me purpose in life. So I said, how? He said, I don't do shows professionally. I don't want to even.
Okay. So he doesn't entertain people.
No, he doesn't entertain people. So I said that, then how do you do it? Because at the end of the day, this is an art form wherein you have to approach people. You have to do it in front of people. Where do you do it? Most of the time, either you are operating a person or you are talking with your patients. I mean, what exactly or how exactly you do it? So he said, Ankit, the most of the patients that I operate are cancer patients, and most of them are in very serious conditions. They are going through life and death situation, and I don't want to tell them that they have 2 months, 3 months. We doctors don't say it there. So what I do is that I want their mind to be in some place else which their minds have not even thought of.
Okay.
And I show mentalism to them.
In a happier space, in a confident space.
Yes, because he said something which was very profound to me. He said, when we are happy, even our cancer cells are dying.
Oh my God. So that is the power of happiness.
That is the power of happiness. So because we are so much in stress, or we are already occupied our minds with something or the other, we are always in stress.
We are in anxiety.
We are in anxiety. We always want to know more, do more, get more. Humans
and be sure
greedy.
It is in our favor.
Absolutely. But if I am for some time being able to take their mind
off the conclusion or the stress.
Yes. And then I'm able to reduce that particular stress, I'm making them happy.
Even the healing is happening faster.
Absolutely. That is
just like the first incident.
Yes. And that is how he's using. So I thought that is such an interesting perspective.
You see people happy when they come for your show. Are you
100%.
Yes.
100%. That I think that is my motive is. People call me at their events in order to make their guests happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it is not an entertainment only to just show magic, but it is genuine happiness they take from.
Yeah,
yes, because I see that when you're guessing it, it is not just a magic for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it is
so for example,
it is wondering.
For a few seconds, even though for a few seconds, I'm taking your mind into some other place.
Plus, you're able to teach me that how infinite potential our minds have.
100%.
It's like how we go about the word manifestation.
100%. Even though, like as you said, in India, it is being mocked at, or people do take it seriously or not. I'll say that people take it 100% seriously, and the reason is because whatever they are thinking, not only it is being revealed in some way or the other, but also whatever approaches that we talked about is in practice. Everything is in practice. We are just combining everything to create this art form.
They can see it also experience. Like up until now, I thought it was all created, edited. But now I don't. At least I'll not judge 100%. People who are practicing it. But again, there are two aspects. One, manifestation. Do you believe manifestation works? When we say, like you told me, imagine what you're thinking and pass it to me, and you guessed it. If I imagine my life as a certain thing, or say a brand like India Podcast going certain way, it's just the manifestation works.
So of course, do you believe in energy?
I believe in energy, but I don't know whether truly manifestation is about thinking something and it happens.
Yeah, it's all about energy. So, for example, if you are thinking of something, it's your energy which is working. Have it ever happened to you that you are thinking of someone and suddenly your phone
Yes,
rings
I thought
and
it's
it is that
telepathy or
person?
coincidence.
Yeah, what? That's energy.
I had this incident. I was in NDTV interning years back, and Ranbir Kapoor was there promoting Rockstar.
Okay.
So I was just an intern. I was all over the place, and I thought I want to meet this guy. And then I was like, It just happened that you imagined you're talking to him.
Yes.
I don't know how things worked, but I was not constantly focusing on that thought.
Right.
Maybe subconsciously I was.
Yes.
And suddenly we both were facing each other. The situation was like in the studio, and I could talk to him.
Yes.
So I thought it was coincidence.
No, it just, this is a very common term that we use in order to describe these things.
Yes.
But this doesn't happen automatically. I mean, these things happen automatically, but with an effort that is
So
invisible.
there's a conscious thought process. Like when you were doing
Yes.
this to me, I was consciously
Don't
thinking.
you think that our thoughts carry energy?
Yes.
Yes, that's why it is said that always, even if you're talking
Sometimes
with
it's
yourself,
heavy also, yes.
even if you're talking with yourself, think positively, talk positively about yourself. Because
Even
our
about yourself.
of course,
But there are
because your
times we
subconscious
underplay
catches it.
ourselves in order to be humble. Like they say, no, we are not that good. No, it's not doing well.
That's fine. When you're doing it in front of people, it's okay. That's good to underplay yourself.
But coming on the other side, manifestation you believe exists, if the energy exists, is this art form has an ability. Can we look at it as predicting? There are people who are practicing it and getting the others believe that they can predict their life and they can heal them. Like the surgeon you said was healing in a very different approach.
Yes.
He genuinely, consciously was doing it with the art form having that ability.
Yes.
And not with the ability to predict someone's future or become a predictor, astrologer, or become someone larger than supernatural.
Yes.
So how are you saying that it
I'll-
can go wrong and we can prove that it is not supernatural?
I'll share a small instance. After COVID, I was doing an event at ITC, and that event was first child's birthday. Okay, so you can understand the kind of crowd was all adults. Okay, so there was I was doing my show. I was doing a walk around show, and through my peripheral vision, I could see that there was a lady who was kind of following me.
Okay.
So initially, I thought that she must be some kind of a skeptic who is trying to figure
the
things
trick.
out or trying to understand the secrets,
Yes.
whatever I'm doing. And she followed me very, very closely. I was covering all the crowd, and she was just around me. I could understand that. So after covering all the people, I just went and I just asked her that, ma'am, do you want me to do something for you? Because I could see that you're following me for some time. So she wasn't speaking for some time. She wasn't speaking at all. So after some time, she said, Ankit, I want you to do something. So I said, yes, ma'am, please tell me. So he said, my own child is suffering from a disease and he's admitted in ICU and I'm attending one of his this kind of a party. So can you just tell me that whether he will be all okay or whether whatever will happen to him?
You had to predict the future of the child.
I was just taken aback. I was shocked because I didn't see it coming. But I thought, I paused because I honestly had no answers for her. So I was just taken aback. I was shocked because I had no answers, to be very honest. But something happened to me through intuition. I said something to her. So I exactly said these lines to her during that point. I said, ma'am, the fact that your own child is hospitalized and the fact that even though he is hospitalized, but you have come here and attending a party, itself shows not only you are brave and courageous, but also you've got a very big heart. And I'm very, very sure whatever has happened to your son, he will be all right within some days. And I didn't even give it a thought. I just said
You
it.
did not use any skill. You were not
Nothing,
predicting.
nothing.
You
So
simply
this-
seemed like blessing.
Yeah, not a blessing. I will not call it a superpower, nothing. But it just came out of me just like an intuition. Because I feel and I believe that we have the superpower. All of us have the superpower. We also gut feeling or intuition.
Yes.
But most
You
of the
are
time,
connected
our
to
logic
yourself.
overpowers it. Our logic overpowers it and we don't use it.
That is beyond intelligence. It's
Yes.
something connected to self.
Yes. And I just went with that. And Anku, you will not believe, after 7 to 10 days, I just received a call. He said, Ankit ji, my son is all right. He's just out of danger. Although he's hospitalized, but he's out of danger. And doctor said he's recovering.
But that has got two part. One.
So again, you call it something as if...
But for her, you might have been someone who can predict the future.
No. So I exactly told her that I did not do anything. I just said something out of conviction, and it was meant to happen. Even if I not said it, it would have happened. But yes, the fact that...
But a lot of burden comes on you, your skills, because I have seen some people, again, coming back to the... some people practicing it as an act of predicting people's future, and people are having this blind faith. In India, we really look for, there's a dearth of faith. We have a lot of fear. So in this fear psychosis mind world, do you manage to find your way through? And how do you look at those people who are not able to use it wisely? But you're also dealing with fear psychosis mind. Suppose I'm coming to you, and after the tricks that you chose to do with me is fine. But if I say I want to test you and you tell me whether my father will be okay or not, and it is a fear-driven thing. So Is it easy to deal with minds which are fear?
It is not easy to deal with things like this because I would say that in India, there are people who are rather abusing this kind of an art form. Recently, we have seen in televisions also, wherein there's some kind of a Baba who will come and who will do this, predict what is happening, and that's how he's earning money.
And it is something you can't even counter because they're so powerful and strong. There's so many alibis they create that you can't counter anything.
Absolutely, you cannot.
But this is, you're saying it is actually no supernatural power.
No supernatural power is there. Everything,
how much they claim some god is connected, you don't believe in it.
Nothing.
No.
Everything is scientifically based. Everything has
it is as natural as any one of us can
100%.
be.
This is a skill set which everybody can learn. Of course, it will take years, it will take practice, but there is no supernatural ability that a human has when he's predicting or when he's doing his stuff, or rather he's claiming that he has got
But
some
when
kind
you
of...
have to deal with fear psychosis mind, is it easier for you to deal with a fearful mind than a confident mind? Which is easier?
Of course, a fearful mind is not at all easy.
Okay, I thought it would be more easy because it's so given to whatever you say.
No, because he is, in his mind, he already has an answer which is fixed, and he wants to hear that answer from me. When I'm not saying it, he's again somehow hurtful in his own way. But when I say a confident mind, he's an open mind.
Okay.
It's not narrow, so it's easier for me to work around.
You know, your skill also has a role to play in the corporate world today.
Yes.
So one is, you told me how to instill confidence. There are different body language postures that can be practiced when we appear confident. So one, I want to know, because I'm not just talking of corporate world, in the work life. Now women, men, we all are working.
True.
Who do you think are more confident, by the way? Men or women?
Women any day.
Yeah? Why? Because they have the confidence of beauty?
They are not distracted.
Huh? Yeah. Men are more distracted.
Men are more distracted.
What does that mean?
That's again just my personal opinion, but again through experience I have seen this.
They appear more confident in the workplace. They appear more
confident. They are not distracted. They are more focused. They are more goal oriented.
I thought it was a new arena for women to come and practice work than men. For ages we've seen men work and women be at restricted to their work area. But it is nice that they are more confident and out there.
Yeah, of course. I think in India, the parity is coming slowly. But if you see outside, like if you talk about China, in China, if you see, men and women are working equally.
Okay.
Most of the factories, if you see,
women are working.
Women are working.
So physical work is also given to them.
The marketing and the operational part has been handled by men.
Okay.
The delivery and etc. Although the production, the in-house, everything is done by women. So it's such a balance that they have created, and that's why their economy is growing at such a fast pace.
So with the whole idea of being confident in the workspace, how does it work? I mean, does understanding body language is one for understanding the other person, but does it also help the whole work life or the corporate culture to improve? For example, we were talking about the sales team. When we go to pitch an idea, forget about just the sales team. Anybody wants to sell any idea. Business is about selling whatever you're making. So does this help in selling or influencing or convincing? Does this ability come in with the act of mentalism? Can it be transferred or a very important skill to learn?
Yes, of course, because because when we talk about sales, the first thing that comes to mind is that person is there and he's there to sell a product or service or something.
Or even if I go to sell my own service for a job, I want to get selected.
100%.
Yes.
So the first thing when we talk about sales is that we want to make the other person buy things from us, right? And it doesn't happen automatically. Okay. So if you are understanding human behavior or human nature, if you work on it, it will be easier for you to take a step forward. So when we talk about sales, the first thing that comes to our mind is that understanding the pain points of the other person. Otherwise, I'm just being pushy and I'm just trying to sell because I have got a target to do that. But if we understand human behavior, if we understand what the person is actually feeling that point, is that person at all interested? If we understand those things,
which stage of interest the person is right now.
100%.
Sometimes the state of mind of the client or the person is not there.
It's not there.
And that very moment you get pushy.
And that, exactly.
Yes.
And that is where the opposite happens. And that person will say that, okay, salesperson and dogs are not allowed.
Even if he was ready to take your thing, he's not going to take it.
100%. Because you're being pushy at the wrong time. And nobody wants to get sold off, to be very honest. Everybody wants to say that, okay, whatever decision I have made, it's a very logical one. They want to be happy at the end of the day. So you have to do some kind of a work. See, you have to understand human behavior. And understanding human behavior will give you an edge over the other people who are there, your counterparts. So 100% it is important that you work on yourself first, and a certain part of this art form will help you to build yourself.
Okay, what part would it be? It would be reading the people's micro expression, or it would be
understanding human behavior, understanding body language.
Okay.
These things.
Even when we're doing presentation to big clientele, it is not always the idea. It is also how we present.
100% of the time, yes. Because as I said, that 75% of our communication is non-verbal.
Okay.
So when you are doing a presentation, it's not about what you are presenting, but who is presenting, your presentability, your outfit.
So idea can be sold out even if it is not very powerful.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
You've tried that.
Yes.
So this is one area where you think if the corporates start building up their team, and this is a HR area where everybody should be built up, or it is only few departments where we need to inculcate this skill?
I think it's more for people who are client facing.
Okay.
Or it's more for people who are actually presenting their corporate in front of other people. I think it is for them, because it is for everybody, but it would help those people who are mostly on outside part.
Okay. Dealing with people. Some professions where we deal with people every day.
100%. It will be very helpful for you.
Yeah. Because all the time people say, listen more.
Yes.
What is this listening? I'm saying I'm doing interview. If I keep listening, you keep talking.
Yes.
So what do you mean by listening more?
So when we say about listening, it is more about active listening. How actively aware
Means
you
what?
are.
Going beyond the words.
Yeah, absolutely. Or reading between the lines.
It is very difficult. How do I know if they're just saying, we interview politicians? How do I read in between their lines? They mean something, they propagate something.
It's not easy, because politicians are very, 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 very practiced. And
you should do more with politicians and be fun.
Yes, but at least you can actually lend them your ears for the time being, so that whatever they are saying also have to have something else as well.
You think we all are not listening nowadays? Have our listening ability gone down because our attention span has gone down?
Yes, exactly. It has gone down. Because of the format of things that we watch. It's mostly reels, and people are doing this.
We also are addicted to Netflix series, but that is a binge watching.
That's binge watching, yes. But somehow, yes, earlier, if you see the span of any kind of movie used to happen around 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, that kind of patience. But at a stretch, if I ask you to watch a 3-hour movie, you will say, I need a break.
Or we like a Hollywood movie more than a Bollywood movie.
And that is the reason web series are so much popular nowadays. Because you can break and watch. Yes, and that's where binge watching comes.
So you think mentalism also builds an ability to listen more?
100%. Any kind of art form will help you to build more consciousness.
More conscious. The word is consciousness.
Yes.
Attention comes from consciousness. Everything comes from consciousness.
Yes. Because when I'm reading someone, if I'm not conscious, if I'm not consciously observing that person.
If you're only out of your conscience, that is the present moment?
That is the present moment. So if I I'm pretending that I'm listening to you, but my mind is somewhere else.
Yeah. Does it go like a pendulum in between? Because mine does.
Mine does. You cannot control mind.
But
Nobody
you
can.
just consciously bring it back.
You just consciously bring it back. I think in meditation also that is
Yes,
something that
that
you
is what we're
practice.
learning.
Exactly.
So it is
So
more
you have
of
to
practicing.
constantly align your thoughts.
How has your show's journey been? How did it start? When did you decide you'll go out of your family and friends and perform?
So I just started with an informal events and open mics.
Okay.
I used to do open mics, and in open mics people
So you were
approached.
always confident and people facing.
No, not at all confident.
Okay.
I was confident because I have practiced this hundreds of times. I knew that even if I'm blindfold, I'll be able to do these things.
But you're not confident facing people or a social guy.
Yeah,
extrovert,
exactly. No, not that.
Okay.
Only that particular phase I'm confident.
Okay.
But outside,
The thing that is known to you.
100%, yes. But beyond that, I had to build myself up. I had to work on myself in order to understand and listen and work on myself in order to learn more and more things.
So how did the stage shows begin? You started with your internal small...
I started with internal open mics. I did some shows for my own relatives. Then people saw me.
But they must be biased, no? ये तो हमारा अंकित है. He's all
हाँ.
good.
Then they said, हाँ ठीक है. Okay, हम लोग का एक event है. I will not pay you. Can you just come and
Oh
do?
my God, you did it for free, all complimentary.
All complimentary. I thought let's start it that way.
So
at least.
acceptance validation का पूरा गुल्लक भर गया.
But the good part is that I said that I'll be going wrong and you have to accept it.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yes.
So I was fine. So even I was going wrong. That's
Oh,
okay.
then you got your first show. Somebody approached.
So I got my first show in the year 2017, before COVID.
Before go.
Before COVID.
And why did someone approach you? And they paid you for it.
They paid for it, yeah, because they have seen me doing it.
So you were confident कि ठीक है पैसा वसूल लूँगा कि you can go wrong. Because with the shows and paid show, you also get the pressure of not going wrong.
Of course, that comes in. So that particular show, I was very, very stressed out whether I'll be doing, because abhi to
You limited your tricks.
yeah,
यही करना है.
यही करना है. 4-5 things I'll do. I'll come back home. If I'm paid, that's okay. But then when
It went right.
Yeah, it went right.
Did you think before the show it'll go all good? How many people were there? I'm so myself feeling how
So
would
it was a small gathering of around 50-55 people.
55 is big. That you call small. What is a big gathering?
Big gathering, to stage gatherings had 300-500
Oh
people.
my God.
Yeah.
So then the show went fine. That was the first time.
Then the show went fine. It was kind of a walk around event. So it was a very fun and a good event wherein people enjoyed. And because I do mentalism, people have not watched it earlier.
It
They
is
have
not
seen,
common at all. I think now we see some reels of some popular people.
Yes.
But up until then, people didn't even know this existed.
It's still not popular, but
Yes,
it's becoming
not.
popular
It's
through
accepted at least now.
because of social media.
Social
now.
media, yes.
Yes.
And then the spree of shows began, or
And then yes, it spread like through word of mouth. I've seen this guy Ankit. He was reading minds. He was good.
so
You can
people
try
are
him
open
out.
to calling you and hosting it.
And then there were few event managers. They saw me, and again everything just spread.
What has been the best response you got from people who called you? What was their feedback like? The best that you really felt like, wow. One was that lady thing you told me.
So I was performing for a corporate, and they said that we have a very closed people of around 150 to 200,
Okay.
and they'll all will be our employees. We are doing something. So they said that what you do, they have not seen it. It will be something very new for our
them.
employees also. So can you just come and do a show? I said, yeah, of course. There will be a stage and everything.
Yes.
Everything would be there. So I went there, I did. And I tried something new for the first time. And people loved it. And in this art form, you get to understand the love, the way they react. So I not only they enjoyed, they cheered, but at the end I got a standing ovation for 150 people. I have it in my Instagram reel as well. So
That was the impact.
that was the impact. So I felt,
What do you think people enjoy in your shows? It is like the magic part, or they just don't believe someone can do this,
yeah, of course.
or they feel like minds can be read. What do you think could be so wondering?
A combination of everything.
Yeah.
Because their counterparts, their colleague whom they are watching all the time, I'm calling them. I'm revealing a secret of theirs.
Oh my
That is-
God.
That is something
The
like
best has been to guess someone's girlfriend or someone is in relation or cheating. Can you do all that now?
It's limited.
Yeah, but you can guess you guess the friend's name, or maybe you asked me also, or
Yes.
guess the friend name, and you got it from my mind.
I need to understand for whom you want me to do this.
Oh, I will do this one more thing for you. And even the interesting thing is about opening the phone
Yes.
locks.
Yes.
How does that work? This is also body expression.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, someone's phone lock. I mean, sitting there, I'd seen this again. I seen someone else perform on a news. It was some foreign show, some news channel show.
Yes.
And the anchor was sitting and they unlocked the phone, and it was quite scary for her. She left the bulletin.
Yeah, of course.
But it is quite a thing. It is like just get any number combination, word, anything, and you get there.
Acha,
What has been the strangest? Tell me, no one.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. So, do you believe in coincidence?
Yeah, I told you. I
believe
thought
in
everything is coincidence.
You have a 6-digit passcode or a 4-digit passcode in your phone?
4-digit.
4-digit passcode. So I'll give you a hint. I have got a 6-digit passcode.
Okay.
But the last 2 digits I have got is 0 and 0.
Okay.
Okay. So I want you to try it out.
Okay.
Since you believe in coincidence, I want you to think of your 4-digit, of your phone's 4-digit, type it, and the last 2 digits you type it as 0 and 0.
Okay.
And see if my phone
Unlocks with
unlocks.
that. Come on.
Let's see. Try it out. Your 4-digit.
My password and your last 2 digits.
Yes. And last 2 digits 00.
No.
Ready to open? Show me.
I put it right. Let me
take
again.
it.
Then.
ठीक है. It's okay.
Wait, I think I put it wrong. No. I am checking my password is right or wrong.
No. Had it open, then I would have gone mad.
Oh God, I was just wondering why will your password be like mine? I don't even remember now. Yeah.
Yeah. So, ये हो जाता तो it would have been a miracle.
Yeah.
I would have closed this and I would have ran away from here.
No, but this is
No, but we'll try something. I can try something. I want you to give me your phone. Give
You're
me
all
your
on
phone.
a Facebook password nowadays.
Yeah. So is it locked? Right.
It is locked.
Your phone, and even if I try to open it, it will not open. Correct.
No.
I want you to think of your first digit because I know how
password.
you think. I know how you think. I can try it out.
Okay.
I want to think of the first digit. Think of the second digit. You said
That's a
And
reciprocation.
that means there's some kind of a repetitions.
Okay.
Okay. Think of the third digit. Think of the fourth digit. Okay. And your pupil dilated when I said the fourth digit, and there is some kind of a repetition. Yes.
On the 4th digit?
Not on the fourth digit,
no.
but overall
Yeah,
in the combination
yes,
of digits.
yes.
Okay. I'll try.
I don't want you to try now.
Think of your last digit. The last digit. Just think of it. Think of your last digit. Look at me. Try and sending it. Touch my forefinger. Trying and sending it. I don't know.
I don't want to sit with you. What is wrong? How did you get it? No, this is not work. You're doing some kind of trick. The whole podcast is wrong. This is not illusion, mind reading. This is some magic. This is something.
What
How
did I
will you
do?
know? No, I did not see. My last digit also, I did not give you any hint.
Nobody
I was
thought of 9.
consciously, yeah.
You thought of 9.
Yeah,
and
but-
and when I said to think of the first digit, you thought of 1.
Yes.
And you again said and you said it very
No,
fast.
but
You said
9, I gave you no hint. I was clear that I will not give you any hint.
No, but you thought of it. Your people went like this.
So how can you read my pupil? Can be 4 also, 5 also.
No, but I know.
Oh my God, this is like scary. This is a trick.
Time to change your phone's password.
Very nice. I don't. There's nothing for you to not know.
Yes.
But yes. So coming back to your shows, you had great time doing them. Where do you want to take this? As you said, consciously you found people. You started with someone healing.
Yes.
Somebody. Where do you think you can take it? And
So you are asking me from the perspective of beyond entertainment? Or?
Yes, beyond. I mean, I think you've quite been in the entertainment space. You will continue to do that.
Yes.
Because you like to see people happy or surprised.
Yeah, of course. That is the
Or
end
shocked.
result. Both shocked and then happy.
Yeah, but how do you think you would want to bring it to the world now?
So I think as an artist, I feel that beyond entertainment, we can do a lot of things, which is there is a possibility of this particular art form to take it ahead with you. So not only I want to add value to people, and when I say that, I have plans wherein I will be pitching this to corporates in order to educate their employees
Okay.
through certain in certain aspects, and also I am in discussion, I'm in talk with certain people who have multiple hospitals. So I have plans as of now to visit his hospitals and to meet their patients who are very critical, and to do something for them just to make them happy
Create
for the time
hope
being.
also.
Create hope, or to give them a new hope, and to have their mind shift from whatever they're at presently they are thinking of, or something. Let's say you are kind of disturbed with certain things, and you are unable to take your mind away from it. I think with mentalism I can do this. It has got the power to take or shift their mindset for certain time, so that they can think outside the box as well.
How has it helped in your life, Ankit? You have also been through, everybody goes through their pain and
Yes.
points of struggle. Does it help you overcome because you're practicing for others?
Yes,
Who
because
practices for you?
because to be honest, I feel that I've got recently married, and I feel that I have got very fortunate life partner with me, who is always very supportive.
Okay.
And this is kind of art form where you need alone time a lot,
Okay.
because you have to think through your act, because every human you meet is different.
Because you're going to so much human behavior, psychology.
100%.
So you get too much of energies of everyone.
Yes. And every human you meet is different. Every human that you meet has got a way which is different than
From the other one, completely.
So a lot of energy you will also have to have in order to read it. So if you don't have a supporting life partner, it becomes very difficult.
She understands
She
that
understands it.
you will always be distributed with so many people.
Yeah, absolutely. She understands it. She loves it. She likes it, and also at times she understands things now how I do it.
She gets your tricks.
Yeah.
No, but it is very important. You're leading me to so many things which I could have discussed at length, maybe topics of relationships, because now that you're meeting so many people, you are a gamut of information to all the kind of things society is largely suffering, whether it's relation, as you said, you are
Yes.
supported with a very nice and kind partner who understood where you come from, and why, which is why she's also a part of you. That's part of your
Yes,
journey.
yes.
How the world is getting insecure day by day, how we are all looking for me time, and yet we don't want the me time.
Right.
We all say we want me time, give me space, but we don't give the other person the space.
Yes.
So this whole idea of human psychology plays everywhere.
Yes,
So
true.
we would want to get there with you sometime, where we also have your wife. What's her name?
Bhashwati.
Bhashwati. So we get Bhashwati and you, and we discuss that area of how together relationships should also understand the psychology around it.
Yes.
But what I want to know from you is, we have so many other ways also to digress us from our pain or distract. We have tarot reading nowadays.
True.
We have Reiki healing. We have astrology. We have meditations. So many
100%.
organizations.
Yes.
I am a devotee to Ravi Shankarji with Art of Living, but there are other organizations which do great job.
Yes.
Where do you fit mentalism there? Because you will be lost in that shopping spree of, the whole market. People are shopping around spirituality. So how do you place it? Will it lead people to more self-consciousness, so hence spirituality? How do you want to place mentalism in this whole market of distracting you out of things?
Yeah, so to be honest, I would not place it in terms of spirituality, because
Okay.
there is nothing spiritual, to be very honest. Whatever I do has got scientific principles based upon which we do things. But yes, as you rightly mentioned, that nowadays people have become much more complicated or selfish in some way or the other, wherein they want to have me time, but again they are so much carried away.
We're confused. We don't know whether we want space or we don't.
Yes.
We are lonely.
Yes,
So the
we are
idea of
lonely.
loneliness in space is conflicted every time.
Even though you are surrounded by people, but you still
We are
feel
lonely. Even if someone gives you time, you're lonely.
So I have a small answer to that, and I think it's absolutely my opinion. I feel that every human needs to have a purpose in their life.
Okay.
And if you have a purpose, if you have a distinct purpose, I think even if you are distracted, it will automatically, your mind will again will take you to that particular path wherein you are there, you are born to do this.
The purpose is not people.
The purpose is not, the purpose could be anything, but
Okay.
you should be knowing your purpose distinctively. And if you are aware of it, I think it will be very easier for your mind to flow and go in that particular
Can
direction.
mentalism help in that? Can it bring conscious awareness?
It could be, but I have not thought through it. So I think any kind of art form can do it. It's not only about mentalism. You ask a singer that whether this singing can take him to concentrate more or focus more, he'll say yes, because it is through discipline, is it through practice that he does every day, which makes him much more aware and aligned with his or her purpose in life.
Do you want people to come to mentalists or people like you practicing it to know the answers? Like we go to tarot, we go to astrology. Do you think we should come
No.
to, or for dispelling our confusion?
No.
Not even like if I'm doing the right project, will my project work? Have I chosen the right human being? Do you think that?
I don't think that's the right way out.
Okay.
I don't think. So just try and imagine that if every human being becomes a mentalist, then there is, then the mystery element of life will be over.
But will you will also create, dispel the confusion in our lives?
That can happen automatically also. If you just remove mentalism, people are doing good. So it is just an art form, just like any other art forms which are already exist.
But people are sticking to finding answers even now.
Yes.
We go anywhere, numerology, anything. Just somebody
Anything.
come and tell me what will happen.
Yes.
So this security can't be attained by knowing the answer.
No. At least at this moment, I don't have the answer for that. But I don't think that restricting any art form.
Or you
in
think
order
mentalism
to-
should be used there in future by anyone? Because people have used it for entertainment. Some people have been abusing it by taking faith on. But do you think
I
it
think
should be
people
practiced to?
I think this art form should grow, because in India we should be this, like any other art form, be it dance, be it music, be it anything else. This is another art form which needs to be nurtured, and we don't have places. People come to me and people say that, Ankit, can you open an institute? Can you teach me? I'll pay you this, I'll pay you that. So people don't have a place wherein they can understand and learn this kind of an art form which already exists for long. So I think in India, since it's a very growing nation, and our youths are very, very, very curious and inquisitive, so I think we should have a place wherein this kind of art form can be nurtured. People should come and people should already do something for this art form so that it can grow.
At least people will develop the skill of listening, human nature, observation,
100%.
improving their own body expressions.
Yes.
So a lot of consciousness will flow in our society. A civility will come in.
Yes.
Which I think we somewhere lack. We have the most intelligent young population.
Yes.
But when we compare to UK or some other country, the civility, like I go to any foreign country, I see people smile more easily. There's less of doubt.
Yes.
Here, everybody's in suspicion. If I go and say, hey, hi, people think, who are you?
Who are you?
Why are you asking? If I say someone, hey, how are you doing? Are you seriously wanting to know? There's a lot of doubt in our society.
Self-doubt, yes.
Why is it so? Like, you feel India has more of doubt when have you performed abroad or with foreign people? Is it different?
Yes,
The
I
receiving
have
of the-
performed, but I have performed in in Southeast Asian countries like Thailand. I'll be visiting again on 5th and 6th. So I have performed there. So people, yes, you are right in some particular aspect that in terms of the self-doubt, it is on a higher end when it comes to our own country. Is it? I don't know. It could be for a lot of reasons. Because
Is it difficult for you to perform here or there? Because there people are more receiving. They're more open to...
here also people are receiving. You
Okay.
just need to know how to connect with the people.
Oh, okay.
So I feel that in India, language is still a barrier.
So Ankit, this was wonderful for me to know everything from you. I could not walk through everything or even read a single micro expression of yours till now.
Is it?
I don't know what you were thinking
I'm
throughout.
so bad at expressing myself.
So bad at reading.
Okay.
I don't have patience of listening so much, so you could break in between to do tricks, so I could come back to focus. Otherwise, I make it difficult for the interviewer who comes around. They always complain. You don't listen. You don't focus. So I hope you didn't have that part.
No. In my case, I think I had a totally opposite thought, because you were very patient. You were actively listening, and I think there are quite a few things which were
Yes.
going in and out in your mind.
Yes.
But yes, you were listening.
So that is your impact. This is also what you should do. You leave
Isn't it?
people with more confidence, listening ability.
So I should be doing more and more podcasts.
Yeah, more podcasts. I was coming to that. This
Yes.
is one more aspect of your profession. But tell me one podcast that you really want to do, and with whom, if it is your dream.
Okay, so as I said that the first person because of which I started doing mentalism or magic, but I didn't say that who was the first person I watched in television because
Yes.
because he influenced me to come into this particular art form. That was David Blaine. So if I'm having a chance at any point of time, I would like to have a podcast with David Blaine.
Who will do it better, you or him?
I think he's the kind of person who speaks very less.
Yeah.
He speaks very less,
He'll
so
have
I
more
think
room.
I'll have more room to figure out, and I'll throw questions and
And
I'll
in
get
India,
answers.
if given a chance, who do you want to do?
In India at this
You
moment,
practice mentalism on, not podcast, but you want to practice this art form with.
okay, it's a tricky
Or
question.
globe, someone you want to do this and know what is in their mind.
Then I would say it's a Prime Minister, Narendra Modi.
You really want to?
Yeah,
Do you think
actually.
it'll be difficult?
He would be very difficult. I want to understand that what are the things that's going on in his mind, because he's having so much of.
You're intrigued by him.
Yeah,
Any
I'm
actor? This I want to also know. Whose password you want to know? Any secret? Anyone who you want to guess through?
I think in that particular case, it would be SRK,
Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan. Yes.
Why so? He's very witty. He will get through you.
He's very witty, he's very intelligent, and he's so energetic at this particular age. And I think that particular person has achieved everything that he, even being an outsider. So I think.
And thank you so much, Ankit, not just for your time, but for playing this mentalism art with me and also allowing me to know a little bit about it. I have not gotten anything. Anything you said, I've not really able to practice ever. So I will need you around.
Your subconscious has already registered a lot of things.
But
Yes.
I'll not practice. It's a tough thing. I anyway get complicated with people.
No, all my pleasure.
But I'm very happy you came around and we could meet and do this. And now I believe it's for true.
Of course, at least that is what I'll take it with me.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure, and we'll continue this in some other topic in the next session.
All my pleasure. Anytime.
Yeah, thank you.
Anytime. Thank you so much. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ankit, also known as AB Beyond Reality. I'm a thought reader, mind reader, and also a mentalist, although not mental. So yes, it was a fantastic time with Anku, the podcaster. And I think we have discussed a lot of things, a candid discussion that we had about mind reading, about mentalism, and beyond mentalism as well. So I think you should take at least your time out and watch our podcast. It would be helpful for both of us and also for you as well. At least you will have something to take out of it. Thank
On
you.
India podcast, just like.
On India podcast. Yes, on India podcast.
Can we also say your handle? What do you have? The page name?
Yeah, it is AB Beyond Reality. That's my Instagram profile.